And in our Crime Watch this morning, we continue to look into the issues with Measure 110. Now, the Josephine County Sheriff's Office is sharing its side. Measure 110 was passed in November of 2020, but multiple police departments say that it has done nothing to help with the drug epidemic. Dave Daniels, the Josephine County Sheriff, he says that Measure 110 doesn't work and it makes it harder for people to stop doing drugs.
But just like raising a child, if you give someone a timeout, it gives them a chance to reflect on what they're doing and what they've done and where they're going. There is no timeout in this system.
Because of this, Daniel says he wants to see changes with the measure. One of the big things he wants to see changed is the criminal penalties and allowing law enforcement to get more involved again. But Daniel also knows that it needs to be more than police who help with recovery.
Let us get our hands on these people to help them. They're in bad places. They're addicted. A lot of times they don't want to be there, and they just need that boost and that help and that support to get back on a track that's productive.
During our interview, Daniels brought up that a lot of data shows that Measure 110 isn't working like voters thought it would. This is why NewsWatch 12 did some digging on our own just to see how Measure 110 is doing. This data comes from the Oregon Secretary of State's office. It shows that there are still gaps with substance use services in the state, but that this was happening before Measure 110 was implemented. Opioid overdoses are also rising, but the spike of them started before Measure 110 began. There's been some improvements like helping with peer support specialists in the state, funding for substance use disorder services, and more. And if you need help right now, there is an alcohol substance helpline. That number is 800-923-4357. There are also 24-hour crisis lines with the organization Lines for Life.